Good evening,
It's working.
and thanks for logging in. Let's get ready for our simmer down practice. Thanks, Jordan. All right. Okay, so let's come into our cross leg pose. So I'd like for us to make sure that you're grabbing a mat, and let's make sure we've got something that we can grab to get a drink of, maybe some water, something. And then we want to make sure that we are ready to have a great practice. So when you've got everything in place, let's come into our cross leg pose. And I'd like for us to rest the hands on top of the knees and let's sit nice and tall. Now, if you want to play some music, be my guest. Make your environment really conducive to us letting loose some steam, letting go of some stress from the week, and getting ready for a wonderful Mother's Day week. So let's begin. I want us to rest the hands on top of the knees. Let's sit nice and tall, breathing in deeply here. Exhale and release. Good. Give me two more belly breaths, breathing in, pressing out. Exhale and release. And one more belly breath, breathing in, pressing out, filling up and away. Exhale, release. Very good. Now, I'd like for us to begin reclining completely on our backs. So we're going to simmer down, but we're going to begin with the breath. So the best way for us to begin to relax is to belly breathe. Now, I know we just started belly breathing, but let's get a little bit more into it by resting on our backs. Good. Let's bring the hands on top of your belly, and I want you to begin to notice how your body shifts or changes during the breath. So, breathing in, good. Let the belly come up because you're filling up with air, and then exhale, let the belly sink and release, drawing in towards the spine. So sometimes it's better to really see how you can breathe in and fill up while we're lying down, and you can exhale, release, and relax. So I want you to slow it down even more. Really take your time breathing in and filling up. Exhale, we're going to release and relax. We'll give you two more belly breaths, breathing in, pressing out, filling up. Exhale, release and relax. Softening your muscles. Very good. Now, I'd like for us to roll onto our left side. So we're going to roll onto our left side. I'd like for your left arm to be extended, and we're going to just stack everything. If you notice, my feet are stacked, my hips are stacked, ankles are stacked. Let's place your other hand in front. Now, what I would love for us to do is to think about this top foot, right? So, if you look at the top foot, I want you to notice that I'm pointing into the toes. And I'm resting the side of my face on my shoulder like a pillow. Now, we're going to put a point into the top foot only. And then I want you to go ahead and rest your leg. Very good. Let's try that again. So we're going to point into the toes of the top foot. And then I want you to point into the toes of the bottom. Give me one more belly breath here. Exhale. Now we're going to bring the legs down and rest. Softly bending into your knees. Give me a deep belly breath here. Exhale, release. Good job. Continue to rest the side of your face. We're going to go ahead, put a point into the toes of the top foot. And then put a point into the toes of the bottom. Good job. Now that top leg staying level to the floor. I want your top leg to come forward, but your back leg to come behind. Good job. And then we're going to come back to the center. And keeping a point into the toes. Now I want your bottom leg to come forward, but that top leg to come down. Very good. We're going to come back to the center, and then I want your legs to just come down and land. Softly bend into the knee. Rest even in your shoulders as we use this hand to really anchor the body. Give me one more breath. Exhale, release. Now I want you to take this top leg and instead of pointing into the toes, I want you to flex into the heel and stay right there. One more breath. Exhale, release. And we're really super flexing. We're going to bring the legs to the floor. Very nice. Now let's try that again. Pick up that top leg, flex into that heel, and then we're going to flex into the bottom foot as well. Very good. Both feet flexed. Top leg comes forward, back leg comes back. Use your hand to keep your legs level. Job. And then we're going to float the legs back to the center or back stacked, one on top of each other. Keep your feet flexed. And then we're going to take the bottom leg forward and the top leg back. Excellent job. We're going to go ahead and bring the legs to back to stack and rest. Bend into your knees and rest. I want you to let that all sink in. And we'll do that by rolling onto our back, bringing our arms right by our sides. Very good. And we're going to take some deep belly breaths here. Good job. One more belly breath. Very good. Now, we got to do the same thing on the other side. So let's bend into our knees, turn so that we can come back onto our backs. Very good. We're going to extend the arm and roll onto our sides. So let's make sure that we have the side of our face rest on top of this shoulder. Very good. Now that we are in position, let's lift up this top leg, point into the toes and hold. One more breath here. Very good. Let's bring that leg back to the floor and we're going to add on. So top leg pointing the toes. Now we're going to do the bottom leg and point the toes. Very good. Keep the legs pointed. Take that top leg forward and your bottom leg back. Good job. And then float them together. Now we're going to take the bottom leg forward and the top leg back. Float and keep them level. Excellent job. We're going to float and bring them back to stack. Now I want you to bring your legs down. Rest. Breathe. Soft bend into the knees. Give your shoulders a breath as well. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Excellent job. Now let's try that again. I want you to press into your palms. We're going to go ahead, extend or heel, make this heel pointy, flexing this foot, flexing both feet. Good job. Let's take the top leg forward and the bottom leg back. Good job. We're going to come back to the center and do the same thing in the opposite direction. Bottom leg comes forward, top leg comes back. Flex deeply. One more breath here. Very good. Now we're going to bring the legs back to stack. Bring your feet to rest. Bend in both knees. Excellent job. Now we're going to float right back onto our backs. Come on to the backs. Good job. Give me some deep belly breaths with your arms resting by your side. I want you to give me 2 deep belly breaths here. Good job. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Now, I'd like you to lift up your head and look at the tops of your feet. Good job. And then we're going to bring the head back to the mat. Rest. Exhale, release. Now, I want you to extend the arms. We're going to keep the arms level to the floor, maybe an inch or two, but extend it. Fingers pointing to the bottom of your mat. Let's try that again. Arms stay hovering, but we're going to pick up the head and take a look at the tops of our feet. Excellent job. And then let's bring the back of the head to the mat. Rest here. Exhale, release. Then we're going to add on to this. Arms stay hovering. I want you to pick up your head. I'm going to draw the chin to the chest. Now this time I want you to peel up the shoulders. And then we're going to still lift up. And lift. Keep lifting. Lift and forward. Fold. Reach for your feet. Draw your belly to your thighs and rest and breathe. 2 breaths. One more belly breath. Very good. Inhale in. Now we're going to lift up. I want your arms to be level with the legs. Everything is level. Good. Arms stay level. Start to roll the spine onto the mat, one vertebrae at a time. So here, the slower the better. I want you to roll back in slow motion. Using the breath. Make sure we're not holding the breath as we softly bring the back of the head to the mat. Arms stay hovering. Give me a breath here. Exhale, release. Now, let's lift up the head. Lift your chin and draw it to the chest. Good job. We're going to lift the shoulders and then lift. Go as slowly as you can. Lift, lift, fold, reach. Find your feet. Belly to the thighs. One more breath. Exhale, excellent job. And the last one, we're going to go ahead and roll the spine forward. This time I want you to extend your arms, reaching them to the reaching them to the fingertips to the ceiling. Good job. Now, let's start to roll again. Roll. Roll. Take your time. Don't let your back land without coming down gently. Arms up and over. Good job. Now we're going to forward and peel up. Forward the arms, peel up. Forward fold. Reach for your feet and rest. Give me a deep belly breath here. Exhale, release. Excellent job. Now let's walk the hands back. We're going to swing the legs around. I'd like for us to come onto our hands and knees for our tabletop. So coming into tabletop. Good. I'd like for us to balance. So we're going to extend the right leg. Good. Sorry. And reach the left arm. Balance, breathe. Very good. Hand and knee come back to the mat. Same thing, other side. Unfold your leg. And reach your arm. Very good. Hand and knee come back to the mat. We're going to sink the hips back towards the heels. Walk the hands forward and meet me in our child's pose for 2 more breaths. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Inhale here. Now we're going to come back up onto our hands and knees for tabletop. But I'd like for you to position the knees away, but to keep the feet together. Good job. Let's press away from the mat and bring the palms together, heart centered. I want your palms sealed. Let's breathe here. Exhale, release. Very good. Now we're going to tee out the arms. Make a letter T with your upper body. I want you to bring your right hand to your right heel. Left arm reaches up. Half camel. Good. And then we're going to come back with the arms teed out. But keep your knees wide, feet together. Same thing. Left hand lands on the heel. Right arm reaches up. Come back to those teed out arms. Good. And then we're going to go from one side to the other. Give me two more. 2. Use the breath. One more. Lift and lift. Good job. We're going to bring the hands all the way down in front. Knees stay wide, feet together, hips towards your feet. Good. Walk the hands forward, bring your forehead to rest. And here's where I want us to just pause. This is intended to be relaxing. So I do not want to rush through the practice. Let's take a little bit of a moment, like a little inventory, self-inventory, and notice what parts of the body you feel warm. So I want you to give me 2 more deep belly breaths. Maybe you're feeling some warmth in the side of the body. Let's do 1 more belly breath. Exhale, very good. Inhaling here, we're going to come right back up onto the hands and knees for tabletop. The feet together, knees still wide, palms together in front of the heart. Let's make sure we're not leaning forward, but drawing the spine tall. Very good. I want you to extend the arms. I want you to bend into your elbow, bring your hands behind your head. Now we're going to do the same thing, but keep one hand behind the head, reach back, the other hand reaches for the heel. Come back to the center, do the same thing, other side. Good, and then we're going to switch from side to side. Give me 2 more sets. 2. Give me 1 more set. 1. Good. We're going to come back to the center, hands and land. And then I want you to rest a while more. Hips towards your heels. Walk the hands forward. Lower the chest as close to the floor as you can. Resting here, child's pose, 2 breaths. Excellent job. 1 more belly breath. Very good. Now we're going to come back onto our hands and knees for tabletop. And I'd like for you to narrow the space between the knees. But let's press away from the mat and bring the palms together, heart center. Very good. Now I'd like for you to dig the toes into the mat. Excellent. Let's take your right hand and wrap it around your right heel. Lift your left arm up. Good job. Now we're going to bring this left hand to the floor, but take your right arm underneath and bring your shoulder to the mat. Good job. We're going to lift all the way up, extend, and lift to grab your heel. And then we're going to bring this hand down and scoop underneath, shoulder tap. Good job. Give me 1 more. Arm reaches up. We're going to lift and land. Good job. Bring that hand down and scoop underneath. Bring your hand in place for tabletop. And then we're going to rest. Sink the hips back towards the heels. Walk the hands forward and allow your forehead to come to the mat. Child's pose, 2 breaths. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Inhale here. We're going to come right back up onto the hands and knees for tabletop. But press away. Bring your palms together. Heart center. Good. We're going to dig the feet into the mat again. Dig. Excellent job. Left hand lands. We're going to reach this right arm up. Reach up. Good job. Right hand comes down. We're going to take this arm and scoop it underneath. Good job. Lift up your left arm. Lift up to land. Good job. We're going to bring your right hand down, but scoop it underneath. Shoulder tap. Press and pick up. Extend. Flip back. Grab your heel. Last one. Hand lands. Thread the needle. Shoulder to the floor. Excellent job. We're going to come back into our tabletop. Let's rest. Sink the hips back towards your heels. Walk the hands forward and rest. So I want you to rest with me here in our child's pose. Let's take some deep belly breaths here. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Inhale here. We're going to come right back up onto the hands and knees for tabletop. Good. I want you to dig the toes, pick up your knees, shift your hips back for down dog. Let's tiptoe it in, walking into a standing forward fold. Good. Soften into the knees. Let's peel it up. We're going to peel the spine up to stand in our Tadasana. So, bear with me as I adjust the camera. We're going to be in our Tadasana. I want you to stand nice and tall, and palms come together in front of the heart. So let's take these deep belly breaths with your belly meeting, 2 of you. One more belly breath. Excellent. Inhaling here, and I want you to step your feet wide, wrap your hands around your waist. Good job. Feet are pointed forward. Let's go ahead and shift the hips to the left, but your shoulders to the right. And we're just going to lean. I want you to come back to the center. Let's do the same thing, other side. Shift, shoulders one way, hips the other. Good, and we're just going to go into a flow. Shifting from side to side. Give me 2 more. 2. Good, give me 1 more set. 1. Very good. We're going to shift back to the center. Now I want you to forward fold. Fold into a flat back and fold 2 breaths. We've got 1 more belly breath. Very good. Now we're going to stand tall and go into a couple of folds. Let's do 4. Ready? Fold for 4. Come on. 3. 2. And then 1. 1. Good job. Now I want you to press your hands behind your hips. Press your hips forward. Arch your back and lift the chin. Look up at the ceiling. Good job. And then we're going to fold to a flat back. Excellent. Give me 2 more. Press the hips forward. Arch the back. Lift the chin. And then press forward, fold, flat. Last one. Press the hips forward. Arch your back. Lift your chin. And then we're going to pull forward to a flat back. Hold. Very good. I want you to bring your hands to the floor. We're going to land them in the middle. Press into that left palm, but reach this right arm up. One more breath. Good job. Bring that hand to the floor. We're going to press into that other palm and reach that other arm up to your feet. Up. One more breath here. Very good. Bring that hand to the floor. Now I want you to circle your arms wide. Palms come together over the head. Hands come to heart center. Very good. Let's step the feet together and stand tall in our shavasana. Give me 2 breaths here. One more belly breath. Very good. Now, I'd like for you to take your right hand and wrap it around your left shoulder. Take your left hand and wrap it around your right shoulder. Stack your elbows, bend into your knees, and then draw your elbows close to your belly, round your back, hold chin to the chest, 2 breaths. Bend into your knees a bit more. Excellent job. I want you to take your shoulders to the left and your hips to the right. Good job. Come back to the center. Same thing. You're going to take the shoulders to the right, hips to the left. Come back to the center. Now I want you to peel your spine up 1 vertebrae at a time. Until we're standing tall in Tadasana. Let's bring the palms together in front of your heart. 2 breaths here. One more time. Excellent job. Start leg rest. Step the feet wide. Good. Inhale here. Exhale. Fold. Fingers come to the floor. We're going to walk the hands to the left foot, bend into this left knee, roll into this heel. Let's walk the hands to the center, right in between this knee and the extended leg. I want you to bend into the elbows and bring your forearms to the floor. Breathe. Exhale, release. Good job. Now I want you to lift right back up onto your fingertips, and then we're going to balance. I want you to take one hand at a time and feel them both right in front of the heart. Good. Give me one more breath. Excellent job. Hands come down. I want you to lift up your hips. Go back into this wide angle. Excellent job. Now we're going to walk the hands over to the other foot. Bend into your knee. Just roll into your heel. Excellent. Now, hands come right in the middle. Good. I want you to bend into your elbows. Come down onto your forearms. Rest and breathe. One more breath. Excellent job. And then we're going to come on to our fingertips. Good. Let's balance. Palm, seal, heart center. One more breath. Excellent job. Bring your hands to the center. Lift up your hips. We're back in wide angle. One more breath here. Exhale. Let's circle the arms wide. Palms come together over the head. Hands come to heart center. Excellent. Let's step the feet together and stand nice and tall in our Tadasana. Give me 2 more breaths here. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Inhale here. Exhale. Let's fold. Fingers come in front of the toes. Bend into your knees. Squat down low. Walk your fingertips in place. Good. Now let's extend the arms. Good. Palms come together over the hip. Exhale, them wide. Give me one more. Palms together. Exhale them away. Very good. Then we're going to bring the palms together over the head and bring the hands in front of the heart. Excellent job. Let's bring your hands in front so that we can carefully bring our knees to the mat. Very good. Now, let's stay on hands and knees. All right. I want you to press into your left hand and reach your right arm up. Good job. Bring that hand to the floor. Press into that right palm, reach your left arm up, looking up. Good job. Bring that hand to the floor. Now I want you to bring your legs side by side so that they're sealed. We're going to take both hips to the left. Lift that right arm up. Bring your hand to the floor. Pick the hips up. But take your knees to the right. Let them stack. Lift your left arm up. Bring your hand back to the floor. Pick up your hips. Press back. Sink the chest to the floor. One more time. Very good. Inhaling here. Shift your hips forward. Knees are sealed. Both hips to the left. Right arm. I want you to rainbow all the way. Let that hand come behind you. Pick it all the way up. Rainbow it back. Knees are going to be right in the middle as we pick the hips up. Hips come to the floor. Circle all the way around. We're going to circle back. Hips up. One more set. Flow from side to side. One more side. Up and over. Very good. Now, let's rest. Sink your hips towards your heels. Good. Walk your hands forward. Forehead comes to the mat. Let that sink in. Child's pose. 2 breaths. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Inhale here. Then we're going to walk the hands in. Now, if you have hero's pose in your practice, let's come together in hero's pose. If you need some pillows to sit between your heels and the backs of your legs, let's go ahead and grab those things so that we can calm together. The most important part of hero's pose is I want you to be able to sit tall in this. So whatever support we need to be with the spine drawn tall, that's what we want to motivate towards. All right. Once we are in position, I want you to let your left hand plant. Reach that right arm up and over. We're going to rainbow the hand over to the other side and look up and forward. And I want you to give me 2 more from side to side. Good, up and over. And then 1 more from side to side. Good. Whoops, 1 more side. Good job. Bring your palms together, heart center. Very good. Now I want you to shift your hips to the right and have a seat. And then I want you to shift your hips back to the center. Very good. Let's do the same thing on the side. Shift your hips to the left. And we're going to shift back to the center. Let's do 1 more set from side Try not to get a cramp. Good. To side. Very good. We're going to rock back to the center. One more breath. Good. Now when we shift the hips to the right, lift this left arm up. We're going to bring it down with the arm. Good. One more set. From side to side. But this time we're going to swing the legs around. Put that bend into the knees. Roll the back flat to the mat. And here's where I want you to just close your eyes, belly breathe. We just gave our bodies a little mini massage. I hope you feel some warmth right around in your knees and also in the hips where we give a lot of stress. So I want us to release some of the stress with this movement. So from here, let's begin to press the feet down and lift the hips up for one more breath in through. Exhale, release. Good. We're going to peel the spine back to the mat and just as gently as we can. Good. We're going to come together in legs up the wall. I want you to extend legs and hold them there for 5 seconds. Keeping the heels flexed. 5 breaths. 4. 3. And you can bring the arms down if you feel comfortable. Good. 2. 1. Very good. Let's bend into the knees and wrap the arms around the legs. I want you to hug it in for one more breath here. Very good. With the arms wrapped, let's rock from side to side, just like we would in Happy Daddy. Give me 2 more. Good. 1 more. Very nice. Let's rock back to the center. I want you to grab hold of your knees. Press the inside of your knees together. Take both hands and circle both knees, massaging the lower back. I want you to give me 2 more. And 1 more. Very good. Let's circle the knees in the opposite direction for 2. And 1. Very good. Now we're going to come back to the center. Keep the knees in place, but unfold the arms. Let's circle the knees again without using your hands for 2. And 1. Very good. Same thing, opposite direction for 2. And 1. Very good. Now we're going to softly bring the feet back to the center. I want you to bring them to the floor to land softly. Good. Slide the heel forward to extend the leg and let your hands rest on top of your belly. I want you to close your eyes and we're going to belly breathe to get us prepared for our little meditation that I'd like to invite us to enjoy this evening. So I want you to imagine being on the beach. The name of this practice is Simmer Down. So we're going to imagine ourselves somewhere where you can hear some beautiful reggae music, some steel drums maybe, whatever makes you feel calm, relaxed, joyful, at peace. I want you to play that in your mind, just like you were playing a record or putting on any kind of live music or video in front of you. I want you to be engulfed in the music of your mind. And then as you play this music, and I want you to now hear the sounds that nature plays, the sounds of the waves crashing on the shore, the sounds of the birds at the beach. Start to put yourself there And that's where I want us to stay. I want you to spend some time at this happy place so that you can simmer down. And then after you spend time just resting, I want you to come right back to this channel for more yoga, for more relaxation on Friday, and some wonderful gentle yoga on Tuesday. So I look forward to seeing you again, and I thank you so much for logging in, and I hope you enjoyed our simmer down practice. This is Ebony Yagi, and I'm signing off. Namaste and amen.